One of the things I found most challenging as a business leader, and I'm sure many others of you do too, is managing conflict, particularly when you're party to the conflict yourself. It's somebody who does perform generally, but who's just being difficult. At least that's the way we see it. Who's not doing things the way that we want them done or something like that. It's very easy to end up in a conflict situation in those circumstances. However, it doesn't have to be that way. There's a very good model that was shared with me by a gentleman called Neil Denny. He's a divorce lawyer by profession, so he's dealing with conflict an awful lot. And he explained to me a very simple model that I've used since and found very useful. It actually can be mapped out in the diagram like that below. And each corner of the square is one step in the conflict process. Begins top left with what they do or say, and then moves to top right, what we hear them say or what we think. And then moving down to bottom right, of course, that influences what we do and what we say. And what we do and what we say influences what they hear from us, which in turn goes back to what they do next or what they say next. And the cycle continues. And Neil makes the point that the only thing we can change in that cycle is the right-hand side. We cannot change the way they think directly. We cannot change what they do directly. So we have to work on the right-hand side, on what's within our control. The way we think, the action we take and the things we say. So, as illustrated in this example here, if you start with some misbehaviour, your interpretation of that behaviour is a major influence on what you say and do. And that's the point where you have the opportunity to change the way that you react. Instead of thinking of them as being deliberately uncooperative, deliberately awkward, and therefore getting cross, shouting at them, with the risk of them thinking you're a bully and digging their heels in further. Perhaps we should try changing our mindset. Rightly or wrongly, instead of thinking as a bully, think, what would I do if they were doing it because they genuinely didn't understand, if they were genuinely trying to do a good job and just didn't know how to do it? What would I say and do then? So you change your phraseology, you change your tone of voice, and as a result you come across supportive and helpful, and they want to work for you, and they want to improve for you. So going to top left, their behaviour in those circumstances becomes more positive. They try to do the right thing. Very simple model in principle. Very difficult to do, I admit, but I've found really useful in managing situations where I could easily get into a conflict with someone. I hope you find it useful. Please let me know if you do. And if you don't, then that's fine too. I don't expect all my tips to be relevant or interesting or useful to everyone. I just hope that at least one, every now and again, is of value to you and helps you improve your business by improving your business leadership. Good luck with that, and let me know as your business improves as a result of some of my tips.